Orcutt podcaster Chris Lambert released 2 new episodes of the popular Your Own Backyard podcast dedicated to the 1996 disappearance of Cal Poly student Kristin Smart. News Channel's Karen Cruz-Ordunez live in Arroyo Grande with what Lambert had to say about the 2 new episodes.
Chris, Lambert and I talked earlier today regarding the 2 new episodes that were released yesterday, and this came after SLO County Sheriff Ian Parkinson gave credit to Lambert for providing new information and bringing it onto the table. And let's just say during the interview, the podcaster had a lot to say.
They knew that Paul Flores was a predator.
Titled Your Own Backyard is a popular podcast with over 11 million downloads. The new podcast episodes detail what has happened over the past few months with the 1996 disappearance of Kristin Smart case and the arrest of Paul Flores on a murder charge. Paul's father, Ruben, was also arrested on suspicion of being an accessory to murder.
People were going, where are you? Where's the new info? But it was like every day there was some new development. So before I knew it, it was 2 episodes worth like 2.5 hours long.
Lambert looks into Flores' past while growing up in Southern California, including sexual assault allegations from other women who came forward.
Every story was so similar to the way that Paul was as a small child. It just continued to build and build into what he became, which is somebody who openly targeted women in public and assaulted them.
In less than 24 hours, Chris says that his phone has been blowing up as many people have been providing tips related to the Kristin Smart case.
I must have gotten maybe 24 tips so far that are varying and range from things that I can easily dispel and things that are like, whoa, that potentially could be exactly what we've been waiting for.
As for Lambert's biggest takeaway,
I think like the big takeaway for me is how much of Paul's behavior came from enabling. I think his family members allowed him to get away with a lot of behavior early on that just got worse and worse over the years.
the podcaster says if you have any information related to the Kristin Smart case or you have been a victim of Paul Flores, to reach out to them, or him I should say, and details on how to reach out to Lambert is on our mobile app or website. Live in Arroyo Grande, I am News Channel reporter Karen Cruz-Ordunez.